Hey y'all. First of all, this is my bedhead hair. Out of control, curly, blah blah blah. Anyway, there are a couple of things that I want to talk about. The first one is my mailbox. I want to be very clear that I did not get it so people could send me money. There's nothing more wonderful. Well, I guess the birth of your children would top this. But I mean, in general, it is so wonderful to go to the mailbox and have cards and letters. We don't do this anymore, hardly at least, as a society. We use the internet way too much. I remember my Aunt Daisy always sent me cards, not just for special occasions, but always Christmas, my birthday, and Easter. Now, my earliest memories are of my Aunt Daisy and going to church with her. I was about 3. She had to bribe me with candy to keep me quiet. Anyway, you could put 100 envelopes with handwriting in front of me, and I could pick out her handwriting with no problem. The same with my mom. I would recognize her handwriting anywhere. And I wish I was still getting letters and cards. My little Aunt Daisy never had a lot of money, but there was always $1. She worked up to $2 and then up to $5 in my little cards with a little note, treat yourself. So mainly, I just want you guys to send me funny cards and some letters, maybe with things in them that you don't feel comfortable sharing on YouTube. And I know that I have given my email out to a couple of folks so they could do that, share something of a more personal nature that they didn't want all over YouTube. I do want to say that if anyone gives me a monetary gift, and I definitely am not asking for that, I'm not expecting that, and I'm not even hoping for that. However, that said, if a monetary gift were to come my way, you can be assured that I am not going to be getting manicures, pedicures. I'm not going to go to the beauty shop. I certainly won't be purchasing name brand clothing or shoes or jewelry or perfume or any of those things. It would be used for something really important. Maybe some things on tank, I should say, my van. Maybe on little Hazel. And definitely to help more homeless people. Now, one of the things that I would like to do is buy some t-shirts. Good quality. Sometimes at Walgreens, you can get 3 t-shirts for $10. It's usually during the summertime. I haven't seen any lately, but I am going to look. But how wonderful if you can a clean, brand new t-shirt and a little bit of money, or a t-shirt and a bagged lunch, or a purchased lunch, whatever. So I just wanted you guys to know that I would not take a gift of that sort for granted in any way. I will, however, be sharing some of the cute and funny cards that I receive. I think that would be kind of fun to do. Okay, having said that, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is something that one of my viewers or subs talked to me about in a private email. It's about abuse, you guys. And there are many types of abuse, okay? There is physical abuse, there's emotional abuse, and mental abuse. So many types. I was abused physically and mentally and emotionally by my first husband. But when I was pregnant with my older son, that was the last time that he was ever going to lay a hand on me. And I left. And I never looked back. But what I want to say about abuse is that we cannot be treated in a bad way. Physical abuse, mental, emotional abuse, being bullied. My feeling on that is, having experienced it for myself, and not just from my first husband, but I'm going to tell you, you cannot be treated that way if you don't allow it. I do not allow people to abuse me in any way. If someone is abusive, they are out of my life in a heartbeat. So I want to tell you guys, do not tolerate abuse in your life. If someone abuses you, you are allowing them to do it. Please don't do that. Please, please do not do that. And especially if you are being abused or attacked by a spouse and you have children in the home, you have an obligation to protect your children from that, from witnessing that, from huge violent fights. I tell you, I can remember my little brother and I, when we were very little, my parents would get into these knockdown, drag-out fights. And usually my mother is the one who started them, I have to say. My father was very stoic. He didn't talk very much at all. And he was very strict and very stern. He was in the Air Force. But anyway, I can remember sometimes that fighting would drive my little brother and I to get underneath our beds. We shared a room and we had twin beds. And we would get underneath my bed and put our hands over our ears. So it is very destructive to your children. Don't do that to them. There are a lot of alternatives now, things that were not in place or available when I was a young woman. But I did not stay in an abusive relationship because no one was going to hurt my baby, born or not yet born. It wasn't going to happen. And I realize some of us are stronger than others. It's easier for some of us to get out of those situations. Excuse me. But you have an obligation to value yourself and value your life and value the people that love you by not staying in situations that are abusive. They're very painful and they affect you for the rest of your life. So please, y'all, do not tolerate that bad behavior. Get out of it. Don't let it happen to you. Love and respect yourself. So anyway, y'all, that's just what I wanted to cover. There's so many things that I can talk about, and I'm not able to stay on topic very well. So if I jump around, or even if I repeat myself, which I absolutely hate that, let me know. But I love you guys, and it's going to be cloudy and nasty here in Oceanside for a week. We do need the rain. We've had a ton of rain in the last couple days, and I'm thankful for that. But anyway, you guys get out and do something fun today, and I will talk to you later. Hazel says hello.